Committee of the Whole meeting agenda, August 10th, 4 p.m. Roll call.
Bob Hughes.
Here.
Mike Nettleton. Mickey Rondo.
Here.
Wyatt Seaver.
Here.
Dean Seaver.
Here. Vicky, you want to start with the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brief public comment.
That'd be me.
Two.
I'm the only one here. Erin Deans, MSU Extension. I just really came to just thank everyone for our millage passing in this county. And so we're just really excited and relieved that we get to continue our good work here in your county. So that's really all that I'm here for. I don't know if you all have questions for me, but probably not during public comment.
Anybody got any questions?
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
for coming.
That's our only public here. So I can see.
She's leaving.
He's like, it is way too cold in
I
here.
gotta get warm.
You can go to the, we got a public comment at the end too if you want.
Oh, you want me to say the same thing? Thanks,
day.
guys. I do appreciate it.
All right, cool. Public comment agenda. You got anybody, anything on the agenda?
I'd just like to, for 6, if we can edit number 6 a little bit before we.
We can do that when we go to 6.
Yeah.
I would like to, I don't know if it should be on the agenda, but the meetings we have on Tuesday, I would like to get the notes from them, because I don't know what they talked about.
That's
You
why I
don't know
kinda,
what we talked about.
I do, cause I pretty much, if I have time, I try to be public,
Uh-huh.
but.
I think that's kind of the point though, is to make it so you skip a lot of the garbage and you just get a recommendation from each committee.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that way, I don't need to hear all the information about what you did at LMAS, I just trust that you gave me the important bits when you get here,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know, we don't take notes.
Joel does.
Joel does.
Joel does.
I take notes, but
I'm sure Joel, if we wanna talk, Joel can probably, you
Because
know,
I don't, this 2 inches of snow, you know anything about this?
It just came up
it
here.
just came up.
I know, but you said you
yeah, we,
discussed it.
Well, it's,
okay, I think you were here and you were here, so you're the only one that wasn't here.
Oh. But it's nice to know what's went on,
yeah,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
Regardless of who the contractor is, I want the county to be able to say, look, there's more than X amount of snow, you need to be here. You're contracted to be here because there's X amount of snow. You know, so they
Oh.
can't say, oh, well, we plowed you at 7, it's not a foot since, we're not coming back again until tomorrow morning, you know,
Yeah,
just to,
I get what
Constant
you mean
maintenance.
there, yeah, but I would like to know what's going on with these other committees, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
yeah.
When you, and because I don't usually do those Tuesday meetings, do you get an agenda for each?
Yes,
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
emailed.
yeah, so you have the agenda, what they're talking about.
Yeah, it's emailed what we're talking about.
I don't know.
Okay.
I got sent 2 agendas for my 2 meetings, I don't know if I get the rest of the
Well, yeah,
agendas.
you gotta click it. It's all.
Yeah, they're on the
actually,
bottom.
I know mine's still.
Click on
saying
each
anymore.
one.
It's online, you can go.
But you don't get what they finally discussed.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm.
And that's what you get here, what they get discussed. So, like with this, if, I don't think that's anything to do with the agenda.
I think you're right, that's the whole purpose of, committee of the whole meeting.
Right.
I mean, I remember when the county board first set it up. And so you got this time to discuss things,
Right.
because the county board meetings were getting so long. Now you got this one to get all that information and discuss it.
Yeah.
And,
And this way, I save all the time of sitting here, and I just tell you, we gotta put in a trigger. It's the only thing of importance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll support.
Consensus?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go to number 6, the snow RFPs. We do, apparently, why you said
Yeah.
that it was discussed to have a trigger and a, penalty if not.
Yeah, I think that's in there. The county has the right to call another contractor at that contractor's expense.
did you say what the trigger, or just that we need to have?
We
a
discussed
trigger?
2 inches, but
Okay.
if this board wants to, that's the board's that's the committee's recommendation, but that doesn't have to be the board's decision.
Any other discussion on that one?
Is it trigger, would it be for, you know, you got in there a specified time for following the courthouse, but then the sheriff's office and the ambulance garage are kept open
24/7.
more often, is that where you're talking about the trigger?
All the way across the board.
All the way across the board.
Or do you need a trigger if you're gonna have the, courthouse and stuff done on a timed basis?
Well, that's just the hours that it needs to be less than 2 inches. Right, so nobody cares if there's 12 inches at midnight at the courthouse, but throughout the day, from 7 to 4, it needs to be less than 2 inches. That way we don't have people walking in tennis shoes with
It
snow.
doesn't say 7 to 4 though anywhere in here.
There's a time on it.
It says courthouse must be maintained by 7 AM and the animal shelter by 8, but it doesn't say when it has to be done by. Now, the animal shelter,
Yeah.
that's hard too, because if you guys pick up a stray on Saturday afternoon, you need to get in there to drop it off. So,
As much as I don't like how much that would cost for the animal shelter,
I know.
with the lack of traffic, it's the potential that there is traffic. And again, with people hopping out in tennis shoes.
you know, is it, do we ask for, instead of having it, would it be something like a call-in if we get an animal? That we call the provider and say, hey, we have an animal, can we get somebody to call that out to get us in there? Well,
That would
although
be-
too, that's gotta be all weekend, because they gotta go in there and maintain the animals.
Yeah, they're there 3 times a day.
So it's morning, noon, and night, it has to be cleared.
It's just whether or not, because they're totally separate, it'd be easier to say, 5 inches at the animal shelter, way less traffic, way less risk. But here, you have people coming in for lawsuits for slipping and falling, for Christ's sake,
Yeah.
into a building. We want the parking lot to not be a slipping and falling hazard.
The
There's a lot of
courthouse
suits.
must be maintained by 7 AM, but it's not like limiting one day,
I would change it to during operational hours or business hours.
Monday through Friday, or,
Okay, but,
Because holidays are different and, I mean, there's days the courthouse is closed that there doesn't need to be plowed.
we do have to have this, the throughway done though, because that's for a meal truck.
Yeah.
And also, we gotta get into this building for, if there's a court, magistrate's gotta get in on the weekend to do stuff. If somebody gets arrested, we gotta go through that on the weekend.
Well, and that's,
yeah, I was
like you
kind of
said,
assuming that was the sheriff's office.
Right, and I don't
kinda
know,
figured
that's,
that. So normally, like, an RFP would come with a map, and you'd highlight the service area, which would be the parking lots, sidewalks, if that's gonna be part of it, but I don't know how soon it needs to go out, but if,
well, we'll be voting on it next week. Could we have a map while you're on that committee?
I can draw the map,
If we can get a map done, and,
like, I would just make 2 different colors,
right,
24/7 during open hours,
yeah,
because it's implied that if there's gonna be less than 2 inches of snow during open hours, it means it has to get plowed beforehand in order for there to be like 0 at 7 AM.
well, at this point, I don't think this does not reflect what the committee was talking about. To me, it's incomplete.
Yeah.
I like personally table that until they get more information.
Yeah, I think we need some more information.
Any other discussion on that one?
So am I writing that we are tabling until
Separate line item.
separate line?
Yeah.
The RFP.
I hope we have the rest of the information for next week. Consensus?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
Number 7, relocate treasurer's office first floor, October 1st. Any questions on that? Treasurer's office gonna move upstairs to Lily's old office. Up on the main,
But where is the people in that office at now? Where are they going to?
Lily's a private contractor, she doesn't work in here anymore, she just
I
works
thought
for
that
us.
was where Amy Richmond worked.
she got moved.
We swapped, Amy Richmond and I.
She's upstairs, okay,
Yeah.
She's
okay.
court,
And then-
everything court is upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, and that won't be till October first.
Oh, I thought that had happened.
No.
I thought it was August 1st.
No, Amy's up there now.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry.
Okay.
But then as of October 1st, she's done as a county employee and goes to private
Private contractor, yeah.
contractor.
I was asked to ask Wyatt to add necessary language to the RFP.
Joel wants me to do it. Got it.
But that, I think you have to say that out loud, right? Is that what that's what I'm assuming he means.
We-
Ask Wyatt to add necessary language.
Right.
So the
I think that's what we
motion-
did. We just need more information from that
Okay.
committee. Tim and Mike are on that
So the
committee.
board would like the committee to present
More information.
more information, got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Back to the treasurer's move,
Yeah,
Consensus, eh?
consensus.
Yes.
Okay, another little tip about that, we talked about, I don't know if now's a good time. With Lily, there's no place to have what would you call it, Lily?
Like a confidential meeting room.
In our building. That would be downstairs here, and she'd still like to have a copier here, and there's no office for a copier, so we could put that down in that, where the kitchen is, down there, downstairs here. Copier. Joel knows about it already, so. Just to have
Can't we use the CAM room?
the what?
The CAM room? The one that was supposed to, like
Oh.
the old veterans office?
Yeah, we don't want that to be a confidential lawyer,
Okay.
And it would not just be for NIDC, it would also be for any attorneys that need to meet with their clients, like for federal court matters or probate matters.
and even Robbie would be able to use it.
Okay. Or I was kind of thinking the copier, so that way she didn't have to
Oh.
have that
MIDC
open.
is gonna buy their own copier.
Mhm.
So, that's,
So that's just not out, even the kitchen upstairs? Because that door stays open, but that's just,
but it's locked to get to it. Kitchen upstairs,
oh, the kitchen upstairs or downstairs? I thought you were talking
Downstairs.
downstairs.
we're talking about the downstairs one.
Am I putting that in the notes?
It's just,
Am I waiting?
it was just something that, before I forgot to let the board, that we discussed it in one of our meetings.
All right, side note.
So that was consensus number 8, opioid settle fund distribution.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are just consensus, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any questions on that?
No.
Consensus?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, number 9, Alger County Fair Board, annual request of $750.
Yes.
Yes, consensus.
Yep.
Consensus? That was easy. Number 10, Michigan Association of County dues of $5,207.42. Consensus?
Yes.
Yep.
Any questions on that first? Do you have nothing?
My question is, how often do we use it?
We actually do quite a bit.
Okay.
Our opioid monies,
Oh, that's right too, yeah.
they give us all the answers when we get, if it's allowed or not, and grant money.
Yeah, census here too.
Okay, number 11, amend the indigent defense contract to D10 to remove and case management. For Lily on her
taking that out of the contract, right?
Yes,
Consensus.
You want a fresh copy?
no. Sorry, I had to waste paper,
No, that's
but
okay.
I read it already.
Nope.
I'll take one.
Awesome. You okay, quick?
Here.
Okay,
I'm like,
perfect.
Joel will take
Yeah,
one
I'll give
too.
you one.
No,
And I'll email it to Joel as well.
Thank you.
Just, took out that language.
Thank you.
You guys want me?
yeah, I'll
Yeah,
How many you got?
as many as you like.
I'd take
So
one.
for that one, I just put yes, that there's not anything
Well, thank
we
you.
need to do.
No, it's consensus.
Okay.
It'll be on our consent agenda.
Alright, thank you.
Okay.
That was all yes. On number 12,
Where's the part that's getting yanked at?
it's
The 10C?
10D. She had it highlighted on the one she showed me.
Yeah. I've never seen that, you're right.
Number 12, POAM contract amendment, rescinding rescue 21 coordinator 25 cent. Any questions on that?
How many coordinators are
There was 2.
there? Cause now, what's the purpose? What changed?
The letter explains it.
Yeah, there was 2, but no, it's just added into their job title.
Gotcha.
2, it's a two-way thing, you know, one, I think we shouldn't have never did that in the first place because it's coming out of jail, but it's actually, it should have been a stipend, if we would've did anything, it should have just been a stipend out of ambulance instead of that, but this just cleans up a lot of stuff.
Basically, I felt we were paying the employees a quarter more an hour for doing the job they should be doing. So,
Sounds good.
Consensus?
Yes.
Yep.
Number 13, county enhanced access to public records, A, B, C, and D. This is all to clean up, you remember we had a FOIA for the GIS? This kinda gets rid of all that, anything that might have been, opening, this kinda cleans that up and makes it more of a rock solid.
We don't have to vote on it every time, it just makes it a policy that
Yeah.
we
Right.
operate with. So, I like it.
This was a
Is that a yes?
yes.
Yep, consensus.
Consensus, yes. This was another one of Joel's magics. Number 14, DTMB data sharing agreement. And this is still all the
See
same.
why there's where that D is.
Yeah, I thought so.
The D and this all isn't the same thing again.
Right. Well, by approving 13, we don't need to do 14 anymore, do
We
we?
still have to do them all.
So,
Consensus?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
15, cost allocation plan, 478 pages if you.
172, wasn't it?
It was a lot.
Yes. My question here is, since the state police are in our building, are they paying cost allocation?
At this point, no, but we have a contract with them, I believe it's until 28 it was.
28?
And at that point, I believe we decided that when that does come up, we will ask that of them. At least to be cost allocation, just for power bikes, for the use of, that's another thing is, in the wintertime, nights and weekends, they're using that a lot, that door, but we don't have anybody here to shovel it. So they just walking on top stuff, and then when Brian comes on Monday and it's all froze down from getting locked on, he's always, and I see his point, if you're your own home, you shovel it before you walk on it, or else gets packed up and it's hard to deal with, so. It's something, it's just an added cost to us.
But I would like to see
Can
that
you get them to
on the
chip in on
record.
the snow removal as a whole?
Well, and that's, when the contract's up,
Yeah,
we can look at that.
it's not gonna be a huge percentage, but
No.
a couple bucks.
Well, everybody else pays.
Right.
Yes. Any other questions on the cost allocations? Consensus?
Yes.
Consensus.
Do we have any unfinished business? Does he have anything down there for that? Unfinished business? Nope. Financial matters. A through D, board bills, financial reports, North Care payment, tax and pathways, Q3 mental health appropriations. Any questions on A through D?
No questions.
Consensus?
Yes.
Yeah. Vicky?
No,
No?
Wait, what?
that was consensus. I didn't have any questions.
You said no consent. Sorry.
Oh,
No questions, but yes or no on consensus?
on consent.
I'm sorry. Wyatt?
Good.
Okay, 17 consensus, 18 resolutions, A and B. Change personal authorization to act for Alger County. This is all to do with Pam, I believe, or Treasurer's Office, to put Lori into, if I get to that point here. Yes, this is to, now that Darlene is no longer the Alger County Chief Deputy Treasurer, Lori Lepinen has been appointed as Alger County Deputy Treasurer. It's a resolution to let her resign as Chief Deputy Treasurer. Any other questions on that?
Consensus.
Consents?
Yes.
Yep.
Committee reports. Wyatt, do you have any committees? Besides
Just the stuff we already went over.
Mickey?
No, I don't.
I didn't have any.
Me either.
Bob? Nothing. Any correspondence?
No.
Board comments? Wyatt?
Oh, wait.
The public notice
Oh, wait.
about the flock cameras.
We have correspondence. I think that was supposed to be
That's what
correspondence.
Yeah.
that's
Oh, was
what
it?
I'm looking at right now.
Okay, yeah. I think that was in our,
Do you need to look at it?
There you go.
Okay.
right there, public notice.
See, I don't have that on here.
It's at the bottom of the packet.
What the heck?
No, I didn't get the agenda on my computer.
Go to your emails. Yeah, right down there.
This one.
Nope, one to the left. No, no. That one.
This email don't work.
I don't know what the hell happened to it.
Okay, you lost your email. It was set out into your email from Joel.
It's, Mickey, do you wanna just, it's the same information that you gave us?
Yeah,
It's just correspondence, so we just gotta acknowledge that we got it.
Okay.
Anybody wanna talk, you know?
well, I'd certainly like to know where they are.
I think that whole letter's point is they're not gonna be in Alger County.
The license plate cameras?
Yeah, flock cameras.
The readers?
Where they are, I can tell you that, they're still in the box, never been opened
Well,
in
they're
our,
not, well then,
in our county building here.
well, they're not out.
No,
Okay,
If you pay to put them out, they'll get cut down faster than you can put them out.
oh, I know, I seen one up at the fairgrounds. Camera,
Oh, a camera, probably not one of
Yeah.
these.
no,
The Alger County Fair?
Yep.
That was probably just a security camera.
Drive by my house, you'll see about 8.
My house has got.
My house, you won't see mine, but you'll pass them.
Yeah.
I
We
don't
don't
have
see
any.
all of them when you see 8.
But they're not in use, eh?
No, they haven't even been out of the box yet, they're still right over there, last I seen them. Actually, I seen them
How did we
today.
get them? They just get sent here, or did we, somebody asked for
The
them?
state, there was a grant out there for them, we went for the grant, we got them,
But why?
the state.
It was,
There is some, I can see personally, there could be a good use for them. But I don't know,
There's real good use for them, drug trafficking.
right,
That's what they're used for, missing children, Amber Alerts, drug trafficking. Just recently, a license plate reader hit on a big drug dealer coming across Mackinac Bridge, made an arrest, one of the big drug dealers. There is a good use for them, and they're used for specific reasons of drug trafficking. They don't just run your plate, we don't do anything like that. We put in it a specific plate we're looking for, and it hits.
you're doing it?
We have not
I
done
thought
it
you
yet,
said you went
but
out of the box.
if I need to do it for drug trafficking, I am going to use it for drug trafficking, because, Matt, license plate readers, are we using those?
I don't have any hooked up.
We haven't
right
used them
now.
yet.
Not
But if we
yet.
had a big drug trafficker we were trying to catch, we certainly would deploy the best technology we have, for safety and security of the county residents.
if we did have one out right now, and say, we get, alert for a child, missing child, that
Yep.
this person is abducted this child, and we're trying to find this person, we know what vehicles are in, we can type that
Yep.
license plate number in, and if
Yep.
it happens to go by that sign,
Yep.
we get notified instantly, we know where he's at.
That's the only
But
time
that's
we use them.
that's the only way you will use them.
Yeah, we haven't used them
I
yet.
don't
but if
like,
We have used them.
We have used them.
We have used them.
I don't like the idea that I drive by there and it takes a picture of me and who's in my car.
No.
No, it
And it
doesn't.
goes to a data center.
It does not.
What I'm saying is I don't like the idea of it.
Okay.
And if you just got for a purpose like that,
I know,
I just think it violates my Fourth Amendment.
and I
It truly
understand that,
does.
but I mean, if you're saying that it's acceptable to use in a situation like that, which nobody's disagreeing, well then think about the kid that's kidnapped down in Warren when we're tied to their system and that license plate hits up here. Or some kid that's abducted in Austin, Texas, and they entered into the system because we're tied to like 3,600 different agencies.
But on the same note,
So,
I don't like the idea of taking my license plate
I
and doing that
understand
kind of stuff with it,
I understand that.
because that's my Fourth Amendment. I have the right to be secure in my person.
Mhm.
And my car is part of my person.
And do you
And I don't
understand
know how
though?
you guys are using it, but then it goes into a damn database somewhere. That's why I don't have a cell phone. I
Okay.
don't need that. Look what they're doing to Fauci right now. They got a cell phone, and everything he said for 10 years, they can copy on that cell phone. And don't tell me that these databases ain't gonna do something like that.
I'm not gonna
And
argue with you,
and
Mitch.
you're going to end up
I'm not-
someday telling me I'm right.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, I'm not arguing, I'm just
Well,
stating the
I
fact.
do believe on this, when we got these, it was agreed to on the board, as a board of whole, that they would only be used for certain things. I can't remember exactly what those things were, but I believe if we look back, there was,
Drug trafficking, Amber Alerts.
That's primarily what they're used for.
but as a board, we voted, I think that was in there, that we voted that this is what we use for. So if it's not getting used for that, if it's getting used for something else, the board does have the option to take those and get rid of them, because it is county property and it's owned by the
See,
county.
I would disagree with
I
that
don't
too.
You
so.
can disagree with it.
Because there's a lot of things we
There-
can tell you,
According
That
to
we
the
use it
border
for.
patrol who bought them, they're part
Right.
of our agency. They're not tied to the county. They're in our name.
in like
The
an
border patrol
investigation, a
reimbursed
homicide
us 100%
investigation.
for that.
But
use
we
it for a lot of
signed
reasons.
that grant, the board did.
It wasn't tied to
Okay.
certain specific reasons.
Correct or no?
That wasn't.
And,
We're making a big issue out of something that's really not an issue.
No, and I don't believe it. I'm an advocate for them for the right reasons.
Right, the right reasons are drug trafficking, Amber Alerts. If we get an investigation of a CSC offender, we get something serious of nature that I have to protect the residents of Alger County, we're gonna put them out.
Well, and that's where the board, I do believe, that we agreed that that would be okay to have those to use.
Yeah.
There was an agreement to approve to get those, that grant. And it was approved, it had to be approved by the board to go for that grant and get those.
So
And
They
in
had,
that,
they had the grant before. They had that before we ever voted. They had the Stone Garden grant.
no, it wasn't a Stone Garden grant, I don't.
Yes,
it
it
was
was.
the Stone Garden grant.
Through the
Yep.
Stone Garden?
It was through Operation Stone Garden.
Yep. And I voted against it.
That we had that grant, we've had that grant since 2000 and you did it.
Yeah, Mick, I can promise you your plate will never come up, buddy.
Yeah.
You're a law-abiding citizen and you're not a drug trafficker and you're not an Amber Alert.
And here's the
You're not
thing,
gonna come
and
up.
here's the thing,
I'm
Mick.
telling you, just because you said that or guarantee that, don't mean what the heck's out there. There's more out there than what you're saying. And like I said, I don't have a cell phone because I don't want it known about me.
We selectively use them when something's very serious that could affect the safety and security of Alger County residents. And you'll never know it. We put them out, we try to get the person that we're looking for that's bringing in the pound of meth. That's an Amber Alert, and then when our job's done, we take them back.
No, and we were told, if I remember right,
So
that,
you're using them.
We've used them sparingly, very sparingly.
Now, you said you never took them out of the box.
I don't,
You said that.
I thought they did. I didn't think they were ever.
He
out of
did,
the
and I
box.
did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've taken them out of the box.
Yeah.
Put them up.
if I remember right, we agreed to use these as a
I
board.
disagreed with it.
You did, but as a board of whole. I've disagreed with stuff too, but the board agrees in
Mhm.
whole, we have to, that is one. The board has agreed.
it's a
So-
tool, much like a taser or
But
a
in that,
firearm.
when we agreed, it was, spoke to us that nothing is logged in.
Right.
Nothing is held, so if I went and drove by that, my license plate number will never be in any database anywhere. That's what we were told. Remember that though?
I would,
And I can't, I thought it was an in-house, a locked-in, that we had that control. It wasn't,
We do.
okay, cause I thought you were just saying that it goes to, like if Wisconsin or something has that. it
No.
gets-
If they put a plate in Wisconsin, it hits ours when they
Right.
cross
When,
ours.
when somebody has a suspect or they have a vehicle, they enter, it's called a hot list. I can generate
But it
it.
doesn't, but it
I-
does not hold anybody else's license at all.
No. It will tell you when that plate, okay, a plate similar to that, let's say your plate is 123 XYZ, and we're looking for 125 XZY. It may say, okay, Alger County just had a plate that's similar. Okay, does that vehicle match the description? No, it's scrapped, let it go, it's gone. And they won't even alert us.
And I believe, I'm just looking at,
So-
I think there's a use for it. But
There
on
is
the
a
other
use
hand,
for it.
there was voted as a board that it can only be used for a certain thing.
We don't use them to capture people's plates, and we never would.
But there's a guy, and don't hold me to this, but I think it was in Ypsilanti that just drove through that, got stopped by the cops, spent 2 hours alongside the road, and they had the wrong license plate number.
Okay,
So don't tell me that these things are so good.
they're not. If the guy got let go, it's a tool. We still have to use boots on the ground investigative work. That's what we have to do. And if he got detained for 2 hours, it might have said, okay, hang on, this matched it. Okay, and then the cops go in there, they do their work and say, okay, this guy's got nothing to do with what we're looking for. Sorry for your inconvenience, have a nice day. It's just a tool. It's not an all, this car passed, we're arresting that guy. That's not how this works. We still have to do,
But it still makes
Police work.
mistakes. It still
Everything-
makes mistakes.
everything makes mistakes.
That's what I'm telling you,
Okay,
right now.
but Mick, please don't.
What?
You keep coming
Oh,
like
I'm
this.
sorry, you were pointing at me.
No, I wasn't. Our job is to still investigate. Any attorney can tell you that, the prosecutor can. It's a tool. If a vehicle that matches that plate or matches that description hits, they might call us and say, your vehicle just hit Sault Ste. Marie. They'll stop them, look into it and say, okay, you're looking for Johnny Smith? No, this is Derek Waverly, and this is where he was. He's on his way. Yeah, it's gonna upset people, I get that. But I guess what your
I think
options
most
are.
people understand though when it's used for, drug trafficking, Amber Alert, child molestations, or something serious that could affect our community. They could hold me on the road for 5 hours and realize I'm not the one and let me go, but if they caught that guy down the road, and we got him off the road.
It happened to my parents, and they got pulled over, and they got held down to the ground. And then they realized it wasn't it, and they says, you know what? Thank you, officers, for doing your job. And they were on their merry way.
Well, I'm not going to agree with you on this.
Agree
But
to disagree.
I disagree with you.
And I
Because
get
you're
it.
violating my constitutional right to feel free.
Here's another thing though.
But I don't care about if you, really,
Oh, yeah.
we've been, this drug thing is since Reagan. And we have not solved that a damn bit.
So I
Yeah,
disagree with you, we just took a pound of meth off the street.
Mhm.
Our
So you
canine
have
took a
1
pound
pound
of
of
meth
meth
off the
and there's
street.
probably, we haven't solved this.
So are you
This is
asking us
not
to give up?
working.
Are you asking us to give
So,
up?
marijuana was illegal, and all of a sudden it's legal.
Yep.
By the vote of the people.
We didn't agree with that. I didn't vote for it.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think you'll find a police officer voted
But
yes.
still,
that's where it's a vote of the whole, majority. So, just like here, we've already voted on that, it's a majority. I do believe you have there's a Fourth Amendment right too, Mickey, that you have no expectation of privacy in a public place. You can go and video anything, if it's public, you can go and video, we can walk around the board, or the
Yeah.
fair board and video everything. But, we hear you loud and clear.
It's a day and age of electronics.
It is.
It's a day and age of
And-
electronics.
but I don't like the
What about
idea.
that chip that's in your body?
I haven't got no chips.
I'm just getting you going. And you're lying.
Well, I know I'm afraid of the TV.
Mickey, rest assured, if Alger County's using the license plate reader, we're doing it for the right reasons, I can promise you that.
And they're not up all year round scanning
And
every
they can
license
be, our reasons can be explained, and I think once they were explained, you're a reasonable person, you would understand, all right, I understand why you used it for this. But I also understand your concerns, it seems like our Fourth Amendment rights, and I hear you.
It seems to me like I'm fine with that, but I don't know if you can stop it. If it goes into a database, if you can stop that.
I don't know, honestly, can't
I
answer
don't
that
wanna
question.
be in that database. I don't.
Here's what I can tell you is, I am the one that dictates, I have the administrative, rights on there and dictate how long those license plates that our readers stay in the system. Now, if you're gonna ask me if there's some computer geek in Honolulu, Hawaii that can't tap into it, I can't tell you that that's not true. Right now, they could tap into the computer you're using right there, I don't know.
To feed down the rabbit hole, whether it is or is not an infringement for them to use the way they use it, I'd say it's not. The problem is whether or not, do you trust the manufacturer and their security? Because at the end of the day, the brand new GMCs that come out,
Oh, yeah.
those 360 cameras, don't turn off when you're driving down the road. You're recording everything around them.
Everything is being recorded.
So it doesn't matter if it's the
No
Flock
matter
camera that
what.
catches you or the Chevy camera.
And
You're on
Mickey's
camera.
exactly right with the cell phone. I mean, you have your cell phone, and you and I could be talking about buying some new backpacks to go camping.
And
The
then
next
go-
thing you know, my
Yeah.
Facebook feed is filling up with backpack
Oh, yeah.
advertisements, because, and I didn't even have it on.
It'll be flock cams tomorrow.
Probably.
Yeah. Just hide them. When you put them out, just hide them. So we don't have to do like Europe.
I tried.
You know,
Pick them
there,
all back up off the ground, cut in half.
there's a lot of people that's like this, Mick. I wish we had those out in a certain spot a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
That would've gave us a lot of
It would've, I know, yeah, I agree.
but we did,
Yep.
you know. Hindsight,
Well, there's a lot of real estate cover up here, we ain't got that many cameras.
no, but we could eliminate it
That's
some,
true.
just to eliminate would been 100% thing. But, okay, that was Mickey's board comment, no, I think I'm good. Bob?
I'm sorry, well,
No,
Okay, sorry.
I'm just wondering about,
Are they gonna use it wrong? No. Could
No.
people hack it? Probably, but we can't do anything about that.
bad people hack it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, they hack anything. I had no comment, Bob?
No.
Board comment? Clerk?
For staff,
No, yeah, staff comment. Clerk?
okay. Election last week, Board of Canvassers came. We went through all of them. There were a few corrections that need to be made. We have another meeting on August 17th to certify the rolls for the election. At that point, everything is in, all ready for that.
And how to go pre-election, sitting out there in the old room instead of here, better?
Not great,
No, it didn't?
no. In our mind, I think we've envisioned having more room. But it was very tight in there.
It's a small,
It's a very small room.
that courtroom is very small in there.
And it probably didn't help that we had to have a second tabulator for Rock River. And so the flow was a little bit not what we expected. So we were looking at maybe possibly having it back here in November.
I think that's because hopefully someday we're gonna hopefully get somebody in that spot, so it won't be available anyway, but it was a good try.
Yes.
Don't know,
It was worth the effort anyway.
okay. I'm sure,
I'm getting woozy over here.
Sheriff?
Just, like I touched on a little while ago, our, patrols took a pound of meth off the street, and the guy they made the arrest on is a very large distributor. It's been on the compass for a long time. Our canine hit exactly like he should, exactly where the drugs were. It was working, it was beautiful that the canine hit like it did, and, the guys are out there pounding the pavement. You know, we're getting, we're doing the best we can on with the drugs. We're doing the best we can, and this was a big one. 1 pound of meth equates to about 4,480 individual uses. 4,480 individual uses is about what 1 pound of meth accumulates to, and that was from our friends on the drug team got us that information.
Hey Todd,
So that was a large amount of meth.
how much is a pound? Like literally?
I just saw it today, it's about that big,
It's,
Okay.
about that big.
it's
I just
almost
saw
as big as that speaker, I bet.
Yeah.
That-
Oh,
Slightly
That's-
larger than the
no.
Kleenex.
the owl?
Yeah, that, yeah, whatever that is, yeah.
Right.
It's a little bit smaller than that.
Yeah, Sergeant King did an amazing job, him and his canine did a top-notch job.
That was during the fair.
was it at the fair?
No,
Close, but not on it.
close. Went right by the fair.
Yeah, actually it did, yeah.
Probably picked up some elephant ears or something.
Little extra sugar on top.
Who beat the hell out of you though?
I can't tell you, it's still under investigation.
You're
Might
right.
need an attorney, Lily.
Holy.
As long as it ain't a comp case, we're good.
Daily, no, short, 'cause I didn't think of it unless I let my paper down, but, what do we have to do to keep working on, work release for the jail? Is that something
I think
you
that's something you just, I think,
do on this end or is it on your end?
I think.
All right, the judge would have it in, they'd have it put in it. I'm not against it. What happened is when COVID hit, they shut it right down. Now that COVID's behind us, the last thing I would want is somebody has a good employer and they lose their job.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
And I'm gonna step in and say they can go to work, and we'll test them when they come back, make sure everything's good, but that's not always the case. Normally what we get is I wanna go to work for Uncle Fred.
Yeah, I put in windows
So
for cousins.
it is a possibility that you can do it right now by
Yes,
case by case
the
scenario.
right circumstance, we would approve it,
Okay,
yes.
so it's not shut right off, it's.
No,
okay.
no, it's not.
I had
It's
this
a good question,
discussion
Mike.
with Chief Judge
Good idea.
Beth Gibson, and
Okay.
she was all for it. She said it's
Yeah.
more up to the
Yep.
sheriff, cause he's
Yeah.
under control of that
As
inmate
long
at
as,
the time.
like, at
Yep.
minimum, they gotta show a pay stub on paper that it's a real job.
It actually is beneficial to us, cause we charge the inmate also work pass.
Yep.
So we actually get money from,
And then you
So
don't
it's
have to feed them either.
exactly. And, we don't want them to lose their
And they have
jobs.
to
We
provide
don't.
a valid schedule and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and there's certain conditions that
Yeah.
have to be met.
I just, for a guy to get tied up on a Sunday for a drunken disorderly
Yep.
or something, reasonably, he's gonna miss work on Monday, but he shouldn't be stuck there all week, you know? He should
Right.
be able to go to work on Tuesday.
We don't want to lose their job.
Well, you gotta pay fines.
Right.
Yeah, good point,
question. I'm glad you brought that up, cause that's been asked a little bit lately.
Yeah.
And I'm in favor of
I
it.
just thought it was like a flat no, I didn't realize there was still
Yeah, I think COVID.
a case by case scenario.
COVID sorta
Kibosh.
shut our doors to everything, but now we're beyond that. Now it's
Yeah.
keep people employed.
Lily, you got any comment?
Not a staff comment, maybe a public comment when it's there.
That's next.
That's next.
Okay,
You got a public comment?
I do, I just kinda wanted to, I know you guys have been talking about flock cameras for the last year. And I know that you guys want to get out of here. But I do wanna validate a little bit of what Mickey is talking about. And I also understand that many departments and municipalities are using flock cameras all across the US. But what's not happening is oversight and control with individual departments. Once that data is in the flock system, there's no control, you don't own that data. And so they're saying you can set retention, like policies on it, right? You can set those parameters, but you're paying a subscription to a service. They own everything. That third-party, non-government company, for-profit model. And so it can sell that data. It could keep that data. And so what municipalities are having to say is, well, does our citizens of our county's data matter? Or is it because, we have a license plate that's open to the public of everybody? We are just acquiescing just because we're driving, that our data is able to be saved forever by anybody. And so the municipalities themselves have to decide what's important. You're saying you're using it for certain parameters, and that is more narrow than what other counties are doing.
We're very
Absolutely.
narrow.
It's respectful. But like what, in Mickey's situation, what he's saying is, when you're looking for that missing person, you are going to be scanning license plates of people who don't even matter, right? Who aren't connected to that, investigation. And then it's up in the cloud, owned by Flock or other third party, forever. And that narrow parameter, looking at the long term, does it matter? And I think that's where, the privacy matters of each individual, the rights that we have. We're kind of, as maybe society, we are creeping into blurring of that line. Does that privacy matter anymore? If it does, then maybe we restrict those parameters. Maybe we look at those contracts that municipalities have with Flock or other data collection systems. So just something to think about. I understand where Mickey's coming from, and that's an argument all across courts right now.
Yeah, it's a hot topic.
Absolutely.
It's a hot topic.
And I think as individuals, do we want our right to travel? Do we always want to be tracked? And could, for the rest of your life, every movement you've made be put on a map forever? How does that feel? Even if you're not doing anything wrong, right?
Mhm.
You're not even speeding. You're doing everything perfect. How does that feel that somebody could be like, this is where you were your whole life? And that's kind of where we're getting to.
Use your credit card to get gas here, here,
And your
here,
phone.
just tracking it.
And that's,
And so do we just say, yeah, whatever, the dam's been broke? Or could we have those little checks and balances
Find a happy
with
medium.
certain things?
so
That's all, yeah.
The difficult part is, if you're gonna do that with flock cameras, we're gonna mandate that with cell phones in Alger County now too.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, 'cause aside from Mickey, everybody in this room has a cell phone that tracks every inch they move.
But they made that decision to
Right.
get that cell phone.
So,
Right now, we have a camera system here, who's to say that somebody's not
I don't like it,
tapped in and watching you right now?
I don't
Well,
like
the
it.
minute you walk out the door, there's cameras everywhere.
sure, I don't like the thorn, but there's a whole bush. I mean,
It is, I believe, high courts have agreed that you, in public areas, you do not have the right to be not filmed. You don't have that right. I mean, if it's public area, you can be filmed and you can't say
well,
no.
yeah, public area, but placed in a public area pointed at a private property is two different things. So, maybe not to us, but Matt, just make sure you're not looking in somebody's window when you point that camera somewhere.
Don't worry, we already arrested somebody for that.
But, and even then, it sounds like July 10th, 2026, the Supreme Court, I mean, they can do it.
Well, if the Supreme Court does it,
As long as they're not recording private property,
right, that,
private,
we're
no.
not, this doesn't, actually read that whole thing, that doesn't contain to what flock cameras doing, what we're doing.
Right, it's for the public use, the ones that point just straight down
Somebody's house.
an alley, yeah.
I would understand with that if that was guaranteed, and I don't believe government guarantees, but if it would stop there, but it's like
But it won't.
Lillian
It's like she
said,
said.
it's out there,
Yeah, what she said's 100% true.
right?
But my phone in my pocket, listened to our whole conversation, so, I mean,
Mine,
that's what the AI race, the data center race is for, is there's so much data being accumulated in a day, in even a small town like this. They're offering to put them outside your house, the size of a standby generator, and pay your power bill and internet bill for life. I mean, they want these things bad, because that data is priceless.
I agree.
Because they'll know how to market Newports to me every morning or something.
Right next
We
to
can
it.
get an opinion from our AG too, from the Attorney General's office. We deal closely with them, we're talking to them daily just about anymore. And I'll ask one of their attorneys on a whim.
I did wanna give this to Robbie, just to see, you know, I'm not, like I always said, I'm not a lawyer. All this stuff here, you can say what you want, I don't know if.
But it's pretty,
English, please?
it's pretty easy to understand the Fourth Amendment.
Yes. But there's two sides of that Fourth Amendment. It says that, you know, you don't have, in public, you don't have the expectation of privacy in public. The Fourth Amendment says, just like when people
I've
come
never
with
seen
a
that,
camera in front of the sheriff department and filming from outside on public property, we can't do anything about it. We don't like it, but we can't do anything about it. If somebody comes in here and films us,
I don't particularly
we do
like
it anyway.
that thing here.
that's inside the building, but if they're on public property filming
Yeah.
our,
You can walk out that door and somebody can stick a camera in your face.
you know,
That does not make me any happier.
that's the Fourth Amendment.
We're just telling you, you're screwed.
I don't think so, Dean.
It does, well. I'll agree to disagree again.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't like it either, but the flock cameras is not the only thing, it is.
But it's one of the things you can start at.
That's something I would wanna start at, I'd rather, if I, you know, I believe used correctly, it's a tool, a good tool. Can it be,
tea in the water.
just like anything else, can it be, used wrongly? Anything can, you know? But,
Make a motion to adjourn. We're way past public comment. Go on bullshit later, go for
let's
it.
We
adjourn.
better
and then we
get
can
out of
talk.
here before
Yeah.
he bleeds to death.
I know,
Yeah.
getting woozy over here.
Okay, what is that
On
on
that one.
I made a motion to adjourn, anybody second that?
I'll do that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good job, Mike.
There we
Consent?
go.
Hold on.
I did all in favor.
Is it